Women in the comment section love to get in the comment section and complain how all the guys in the comment section need to step their game up. They're tired of broke men. They're tired of out of shape men. They're tired of all these weird dudes complaining about women. But these are the same guys that give them compliments, that give them the ego in order to say that. Then they say, a real king will always attract a real queen. But their definition of a real queen is an independent woman who owns a business and buys everything that she wants and does not need a man. That's her definition of a queen. But what queen in history worked? Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Anthony Spade channel.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, press the like button at the end, press the subscribe button at the end, and press the notifications button at the end if you enjoy Red Pill content. But I really appreciate it if you just give a like. That does really good. All right, today we're going to be talking about women who complain about men being out of shape. We're mainly going to be talking about women who have an ego from guys that they don't want. But when they go to lash out against men, they always poke fun of the guys that are in their DM. They're always taking the guys as they're at their DM and using them to totalize men as if men are out of shape, as if men are doing their things. I'm sorry to tell you this, and this is what women don't understand. These are the type of guys that you're going for. These are the type of guys that you're dating, because I see more good, successful black men and men in general that have a hard time dating because women are so addicted to the type of guys that they put down. That's what I don't understand about you women. You will say real man, a woman that values herself and is a real queen wants a man. Okay, every woman that I know that is the definition of a queen is an independent woman who works, has her own thing, and don't need a man. Well, those women spend more time trying to prove to a man that they don't need him versus trying to act like a queen. Because most queens, matter of fact, near all queens in history never had to work. A queen only gives commands because she's part of royalty. The man is the one with the power, but her power is within the man, not competitive spirits. There's not a queen that has her own kingdom and then the king has his own kingdom and then they come together. It never worked like that. It has never worked like that in history. Queens aren't supposed to work. Queens are supposed to be the backbone to the man. They're supposed to be the sensitive side to the man. So explain to me why women are decoding dating different. That's the problem. That's the problem that women don't understand. We do not like you for the same reasons that you like us. How are you supposed to be a queen when you have the traits of a king? Most queens are submissive to their king. What makes them powerful is that the king is powerful. The moment that you take yourself away from being a backbone to the man and you want to stand up and be a leader as a woman, you're no longer a queen, you are an Amazon. An Amazon is a female warrior that stands alone. Majority of them are lesbians. That's what we have now. We have Amazonic women and we have a world full of beta males. But women that are Amazonic are wanting these beta males to magically turn into King Tut overnight. But a lot of these guys that do have the power of a king is emotionally damaged. They done already crossed over to the other side. So those king guys are more like Alexander the Great, a very good warrior, but a homosexual. We're in a confused world right now where we have returned back to the Roman Empire where there was no religious rulership. And I wish women and men would really come to the understanding of that. There are no ground rules to life anymore. There are no ground rules to dating anymore. The separation is there. What women are expecting out of a man is almost impossible because women force the world to change to their emotion. Women played victimhood for so long. Now they're wishing for those type of guys that they eliminated. What's wrong, ladies? Are a lot of these guys too soft for you? I thought you wanted a man to get in touch with his feelings. I thought you wanted a man to treat you nice, open the door for you, volunteer his work for you because you were so oppressed. All the men kept dogging you out. All the men kept raping you. All the men kept beating you. All the men in the world kept doing all these things that you used to victimize yourself. When it was only a small percentage of it, you used it to totalize the entire gender of men. So now that women have gotten their dream guy, like technically the world is full of a whole bunch of dream guys for women. Think about it. They worship the ground they walk on. They're willing to give the women all the money in the world that's in their pockets. They're willing to tell the women everything that they want to hear at any given moment. What is the problem that women are having now? They're not satisfied. So when men complain to women about why they're not attracted to women and why we have red pill channels and why it sounds like we're hating, it's because we're part of the crowd of men that are trying to understand why we have our shit together, but you choose to date betas and you choose to date losers. But when guys of value actually complain about the guys that you're dating, you say you shouldn't complain about women. These guys need to step their game up. We're getting sick of broke guys. We know, but those broke guys is what's giving you the ego. The broke guys is what's got you looking at your phone every 5 minutes. The out of shape guys got you doing that. The guys with low self-esteem got you doing that. The beta males that are in your DM showing you pictures of their life where they ain't doing good at all. Where you know you don't want to date any of those guys. But the guy of value, in order for him to be a man of value, he doesn't have time to do any of those traits in order to give you an ego. So now you get mad. Now you're like, no, we want the guy to always think about money and then always think about me. Always think about money and then always think about me. But in the meantime, he got to be good looking. He got to have a six pack. He got to drive a nice car. He has to do all this. Why? None of those guys are in your DM. Because they're too busy out getting the money, but your brain is programmed for that guy in the DM, but you want the guy of value to do the same thing. It doesn't work that way. That's why we have red pill channels. To help women and men understand why your logical thinking doesn't work. Because it's based off emotions. A man cannot be a man of value and a king and a beta male at the same damn time. You gotta submit to a man of power. A man of power never submits to a woman. Never submits to a queen. Your definition of a queen is a woman that does the same thing as a king. There ain't never in history been a king and a queen who had two separate kingdoms. Never. Don't get in my comment section talking about some men need to be kings and women need to be kings type BS. That went out the door a long time ago. You women are not queens. You use your sex appeal to get ahead in life. And the ones that are unable to use their sex appeal to get ahead of life become fat, sloppy, educated, in debt. Men don't even want them. Because the ones that are doing the things to be successful and get the education, they're fat, they're sloppy, they're out of shape too. All the good looking ones that men really want to be with, which 90% of black women are pretty, but 90% of black women that are pretty are whores. They're not these queens that you describe. They're succubus. They're prostitutes. They're Jezebels. They're everything far from a queen. And the women that are doing the same thing as a man is an Amazon. There are no more queens, sweetheart. You're an Amazonic woman trying to get a man of value to do the same traits as a beta male to keep your ego going so you feel better about yourself. That's the problem. This is Anthony Spade. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notifications button, because you know I dropped that real. Hasta la vista.